chat. Hey, what's up, Z Clan, J Squad? What's up, Louis? Yo, what's up, Big Nate? What's up, JJ Ghost? What's up, Louis? What's up, Edgar? Yeah. I just got done shooting for the day. You know what I'm saying? Shot a whole bunch of skits. Yeah, I'm good. Just a little bit tired. You know what I'm saying? I shot so many skits today that I am legitimately tired. I have forgotten how much work it is shooting. Hey, what's up, Miguel? What's up, Jampire? Yo, what's up, Pat Gold? Yo, what's up, Edgar Ramirez? Yo, what's up, you guys? Yo, G, we could collab. Oh, I bet. Yo, after going out today and shooting, bruh, oh my God, somebody going to jail. They going to jail now. Yeah, get him. Ooh, get him. But yeah, man, after going out and shooting today, bruh, man, bruh, I realized I should be charging a ton of money, way more money to take people out shooting with me, man. Bruh. So I went out today, man. I was shooting and I went with people, right? I went with one of my homeboys and it was wild because I thought that he had more stuff he wanted to shoot. But I was the one that had to come up with everything. And I don't know why I forgot that I was the one that usually had to do that. You know what I'm saying? But it was a good time though. You guys are funny. I'm an armed security guard and I go out every 2 weeks. Hey, that's what's up, Richard. Glad you have a good time. What's good, chat? Huh? Hey, what's up, Ben JX? Yo, W's in the chat to Ben JX. Are you a freak in the sheets? I don't know. I don't do nasty stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a born again. I've been a born again virgin. I'm a born again virgin again, and I don't do nasty stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. You know. Hey, I appreciate the compliment, Brody. I really do. Thank you. You guys got good energy. Yo, W's in the chat to Ben JXWL. Thank you for the 2 in super chat, Brody. Yo, Ben JXWL. I hope you had a productive day today, bros. Thanks for the compliment, It's Zion. It's a 50. Type of 1 in the chat if you guys want to set the super chat milestone to me putting my hand over the screen for a Lamar Jackson edit. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys, once we reach the super chat milestone, I'll tell you guys a crazy story. Hey, Song Jones, guess. All right, cool, cool. Once we reach the super chat milestone, I'll put my hand over the screen for the Lamar edit. You know what I'm saying? That's a 50 in super chat, so we got 48 more to go. Once we reach 48 more in super chat, I'll put my hand over the screen for a Lamar edit. W's in the chat to Ben. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do a Lamar Jackson edit. Yeah, fresh as I can be. Hey, what's up, D Money? Ew, Song Jones, are you always like this? Yeah. Oh my. Hey, Song Jones, that's hella funny, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're obviously a guy like who has a female as a you know what I'm saying, as a profile picture. Only guys, only zesty dudes are attracted to dudes like try to fantasize me about being with other dudes. You know what I mean? But to each their own, you know, like, you know. Yo, hey, look, it's another one of my bitter exes, bro. Yo, Dr. Girlfriend, get out of here. Change your name back to regular person. You know what I'm saying? Another one of my bitter exes. Oh, po babies. Oh, what's wrong, Song Jones? You know if you start up alive, no one will show up. Bro, I swear, you masculine females get bitter and more and bitter and bitter and bitter and thirstier as the years go by. You know what I'm saying? Poor thing. Yeah. Is that the best you can do, Song Jones? Like, who writes your material? It can't be anyone professional. So you are one of my bitter exes. Wow. Hey, yo, guys, type a 1 in the chat if we listen to our bitter exes. Type a 2 in the chat if we leave them in the streets where we left them before. You know what I'm saying? It's good to know that I'm still on your mind. You know, whichever one of my exes you are. I have a lot of exes. You know what I mean? So there's no telling. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot. I think I have like 79 or 80 exes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. See, look at that. Two. We leave our bitter exes in the streets where we found them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, Song Jones, I hope you feel better. You know, whichever you are, you know what I'm saying? I hope you feel better, and we're sending you healing energy because you're obviously super duper down bad. You know what I'm saying? Super duper thirsty. It does not get thirstier than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, yeah.
But Song Jones, I don't want you to feel bad or nothing. You have my sincerest pity. You feel me? I award you no points. And may God have mercy on your soul, Song Jones. Because you sound like a female with a penis. I'm going to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? You sound like the type of female that real niggas pull out of. You feel me? You sound like the type of females with more teeth in her vagina than she has in her mouth. You know what I'm saying? And that's not bad, Song Jones. There's somebody out there for you. You know what I'm saying? You obviously like couldn't hack it as far as, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I hope, I wish you all the best. Yeah, I'm saying, it's good to know that you're still on here chasing after me, like Helga Pataki off of Hey Arnold. Yeah, I'm saying you probably got a shrine in your closet built of gum and, like all types of wrappings from other types of food. You know, po baby, po baby. See, the reason why I say that you sound like one of my bitter exes is because you're doing what the weirdos do. You know what I mean? It doesn't get weirder than that. You know what I'm saying? I would even say, with the type of weirdo you're acting like, Song Jones, you don't even have breasts. I doubt the validity of your booby meat. I don't think that you're a lady person. I think you know, you're one of those. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, no, no. We know you're delusional, Song Jones. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry. We don't shun anyone for having dementia or, delusions of grandeur or just plain goofy bitch syndrome like you seem to obviously be suffering from. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you get some pills, get yourself admitted into a healthcare practitioner's office, and you can be a winner too, huh? I do like that, Song Jones, to be a lady for once. How would you like to be a female for once, Song Jones, instead of a man? Instead of being a man with long ass hair, like what it looks like in your profile picture. Those, you know what I mean? Yeah. Poor thing. Look at her. Poor thing. Look at her. Floundering. Mm. Mm. Song Jones, you're the reason why most dudes don't listen to women. Yeah. It's fruitless. Yeah. Yeah. It's women like you, man. I mean, oh man, bruh, poor thing, bruh, poor thing. Yeah, let's all take a moment of silence for Song Jones. Yeah, I mean, she's obviously either a lady in her like 80s or something, you know what I'm saying, bitter because she couldn't end up getting a man to lock her down, or she's just a guy who's into dudes and is mad because I'm not. That's how that always works. Isn't that weird how that works, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like gay dudes, you know what I mean? Like a lot of dudes who are into dudes, man, they be mad at me because I'm not into it. Like, oh, poor thing. Poor thing is floundering. Yeah. 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 Top of one in the chat if I should ignore Song Jones because, she acts like a she acts like a man who's transitioned into female but didn't take her hormone pills. You know what I'm saying? Like, type of two in the chat if I should keep roasting this masculine female, because
Yeah, I mean, when a female acts like masculine, I don't think they know this, but they're not a woman anymore. So, Song Jones, you're not a female. You're just a weird dude with really long hair. Yeah. I doubt the validity of your vagina. I don't believe it's authentic. I think it's fake, drawn on, painted on hole at best. You know what I'm saying? You're just a really, really feminine dude who went out and got like a picture of a chick and posted it, and now you're running around to dudes' lives that you have crushes on, and you're trying to scream at them and you're yelling at them if they're not attracted to dudes. Like that tends to be a thing on the internet. You know what I'm saying? If a dude like dudes who like dudes, they'll go to straight dudes' lives and like shame them for not liking dudes. But like that's the thing though. That's that's a legitimate thing. Hey, the Dark Knight. Yo, thank you for the super chat, Brody. For real, for real. W's in the chat. Yeah, that's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys don't know, you know what I mean, what'll tend to happen is like if you're a straight dude and like what'll happen is dudes that like dudes will go into your live and then like, yo, W's in the chat for the Dark Knight 420. You know what I'm saying? Yo, type of one in the chat if you guys have ever played Batman Arkham Origins. Type of two in the chat if you've never played the Dark Knight, Batman the Dark Knight Origins. Arkham Origins, yeah. Yeah, I'm saying? I downloaded the game, but I have not started it just yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, for real. You guys have been like, yo, play the Dark Knight Origins. Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm not saying I don't respect women. I don't respect masculine women. Because you got to pick a struggle. You know what I mean? Either you're a lady or you a dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a chick and you yell and scream and, always trying to fight men, then I don't respect your opinion. Your opinion is more than likely just yelling and screaming and, yelling and screaming. You know what I mean? Real talk. But yo, type of one in the chat if you respect mean, yelling, masculine women's opinions. Do it. Type of two in the chat if you just tune them out like they don't exist. You know what I'm saying? See, yeah, it's hilarious. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, see, you guys just tune them out. There we go. That's the consensus. You know what I'm saying? Yep, and now that she's lost the battle, she starts talking about she won. Oh boy. Yeah, you're getting me subscribed. Yeah, that's not how that works. I forgot your name already. But that's not how that works. We all know that's that's not how that works. So you lost just like a masculine chick to lose the battle, lose the war, but like after they lose, run screaming down the battlefield that's littered with all of their own dead comrades screaming about how they won. Yep. Only the masculine, mean, and yelling and evil females. I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot in the dark. I forgot what your name is. Masculine woman or lady, masculine sir lady. But I'm gonna guess and say, and this is going to sound racist, but I'm guessing you're a black woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go ahead and guess. I'm gonna throw it out there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why, but I feel like I'm probably right. Hilarious. Hey, what's up, AFK? You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the well wishes. For real, for real. Yeah, these masculine chicks ain't about that life. They don't know anything. Yeah, they don't. All they know how to do is just yell and scream about how they know stuff. And then if you ask them to prove that they know stuff, they'll accuse you of not loving your family. Any of you guys ever had that happen? You get into it, you get into an argument with a masculine chick who keeps yelling that she knows stuff, and then once you prove that she doesn't know shit, she just yells at you that you don't love your family. You don't love your family. Oh man, that nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, ta-da. You know what I mean? Like, that's the reason why a lot of dudes don't really, you know what I mean? That's why a lot of dudes, we just, you know what I mean? We do what we do. Any chick that comes up yelling, nah, 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 just tune it out. Doesn't even exist. Nah, 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 nah. It's like a children. It's like a children. That, hey, you guys wonder why I never have gotten any like domestic violence situations, or you know, this is why I haven't been back to jail. You know what I'm saying? Did you guys know that 9 did you guys know that over 99% of all of the inmates that are in prison are in prison because of an emotional decision they made behind a female? Basically, they were listening to some masculine, loud, angry chick. They did what she said and went immediately to prison. And the reason why I know that is because I was watching The Rock's documentary, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. You know what I mean? And he says that, like, his wife cheated on him. I know, right? The Rock's wife cheated on him. And, you know, he was about to, like, murder the dude. And the only reason why he didn't was because his friend stopped him and decided, and it was like, yo, come on, I need to take you on a ride. And took him to jail. You know what I mean? Took him to a prison, and they set it up so that he got to talk to all the prisoners, and he found that out and was like, and he realized, what the fuck am I listening to my wife for? Why am I making life decisions based on some goofy shit my wife told me? You know what I'm saying? Not to say that all wives say goofy shit, but you know what I mean? Like, if it sounds like some goofy shit, just don't, you know what I mean? Bruh, I've almost went to jail for life over a woman. And that's why I don't get into any arguments with women. That's why if a woman becomes argumentative and yells and angry and mean, I just put her out. I dump her. I kick her out. It's the reason why I kicked out Dr. Girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? The minute they get to that, I'm bitter. I want to try to, you know, make your life unhappy for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? That's why when she asked me to marry her and get her pregnant, I told her, fuck no. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to be Holly Bailey, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, you got to marry me, and the only way I'll come back is if you marry me and get me pregnant. The bitch. Yeah. Nope. Yep. That's why I say that. When you're putting in 100, you know what I mean? And with that being said, I love women. You know, I've never stopped dating. I haven't stopped dating since I was like 8. You know what I mean? Well, technically 6. When I was when I was 6 years old, I grabbed my babysitter's titties. You know what I'm saying? And like, she didn't like that at all. You know what I'm saying? I was 6. I knew exactly what I was going for. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, baby girl gonna like, you know what I'm saying? Baby girl gonna run the cheeks, man. She gonna, she gonna run it. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Mason says, do you support LGBTQ community? Mason, guess. I want you to guess. GUESS. I want you to guess. Hmm? See, what's really funny is a lot of like questions that you can always tell someone who has an ulterior motive with their questioning. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So with those people, like, guess. Go ahead and guess, man. Yeah, I mean, because the correct answer is no answer. Because regardless of what your answer would be, he'll just say you're a sicko for it, and then there he's off to the races. That I have nothing to do with it, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you make up in your mind as to what you believe the answer is, and whatever that is, you argue that answer with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Feel free. You know what I mean? I want you to imagine that I'm there, like, arguing back and forth with you about the answer to your question. And then once you're done arguing with the imaginary me, come back and hang out and have a good time. Yeah, that's how we do that. I appreciate the compliment. Appreciate the compliment, bros. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you, Lucy and Rios. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Like, if you want to live your best life, bro, like, I don't know, man. It's different strokes for different folks, bro. It's different strokes for different folks, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a different universe, I could see me being married, you know what I mean, and all of that stuff. But like, I've seen too much. I've seen too much. I've lived too much. I've dated too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, whew. I've dated way too much, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am far happier just, having like a regular, you know what I'm saying? Like, doing what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got female friends and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing goes physical with them. We just hang out, you know what I mean? Watch movies or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We don't do nothing. But, you know what I mean? I like that way more than, having like a wife and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Not to say that I'm never going to get married, but I would have to say that, like I like to wait like at least 5 years before I do something as like drastic as, like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because, y'all know what I mean. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. Hey, so Leo's not so prime time. Okay, hey, everybody in the chat, I want to ask you guys a question. So, if you're dating a woman faithfully, right? If you and a woman agree, or if you and your partner agree that you guys are going to only be with each other and you're going to be faithful, and then 6 months in, you find out they've been cheating on you the whole time, do you A, continue to be faithful, or do you B, start fucking hoes too? And then just, do what they're doing. You stay together, y'all be cool, but you have your side females, they have their side niggas. Literally, they started it. You know what I'm saying? Do you A or do you B? Exactly, Jolly. Yeah. Like, I'm nobody's. I'm not gonna. I'm not a doorstop. I'm not a. What do you call? I'm not a doormat, bros. None of you guys deserve to be doormats. If any of you guys are being super duper faithful to your partner, and that person goes out and that person comes home one day and tells you, "Hey, remember how I told you I wanted to meet new female friends at school? Well, it turns out that they're guys. I got a whole bunch of dudes' numbers from school, and I met this one guy, and I'm gonna start hanging out at his house. Are you okay with that? You're not jealous, are you? Are you jealous? You're not. Are you jealous? You're not jealous, right? You're not. Okay, you're cool with that? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna start hanging out at his house, and you just said you're okay with that, right? Because you don't. You're not thirsty. You're okay with that? Otherwise, you're thirsty. Oh, are you okay? You are okay with that. Yeah, okay. Well, it is that like type of one in the chat. If that night you go to the bar and you find yourself some hoes. Type of two in the chat. If you sit home and you cry because oh no, instead of going type of two in the chat, if instead of going out and fixing the situation and getting yourself some ho-ho-hos, you stay at home and you just cry. Because that's oh no. Oh like you know what I mean? It has been scientifically proven that, you know what I mean, like oh man. 111111111. See? Yeah. Yeah, Leo, you should just admit you don't get any women. And that is okay, man. That's completely okay, bro. That's completely okay. Yeah, I'm saying like that's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with you not, with no women liking you, Leo. There's nothing wrong with that. Me and the rest of my chat, we will continue to date and multiply and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? While Leo, your genes will be unapologetically weeded out of history, because you just can't date. But it's been scientifically proven that that's what people like Leo do. Men like Leo, you're not able to get any women, and so you go out and you try to shame dudes who can get women. And that's cool. That's cool. But I would much rather be shamed by lames like you, Leo, than live for the rest of my life with dry penis and holeless like you, Leo. So, I wish you the best in all of your holelessness. You know what I mean? But that's a road you walk all by your lonesome, buddy, which coincidentally is exactly what I'm guessing you are. All by your lonesome. All by yourself. Trying to getting mad at niggas that don't need your help. Like it's cool, bros. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with, yeah. Hmm? No, Leo, don't run. Oh, you're into dudes. Well, today's story is, today we go, yo. Man, that's yeah. You know what? I do got a story for you guys. Today's story is about how this one dude named A Train, he was like a social media influencer or whatever, and he got caught with a dude. You know what I'm saying? And he was acting like he was acting like his girlfriend was a date, like his date was a woman, and like on camera, on camera, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, he pulled her junk out. That's, oh God, that's hilarious. Yeah, for some reason, zesty dudes, man, like dudes that are into dudes, they, you know, and the books, well, some books that I read said that zesty dudes, like, you know, they don't like, well, they want to always try to turn straight dudes zesty, and they get mad when they can't, so they just start trying to shame the straight dude in hopes that he'll have a moment of weakness, and then like I, you know what I mean? Like dudes who are into dudes prey on straight dudes the same way straight dudes, you know, try to, you know, like get a woman into her feelings in order to try to get her into. Is this dudes that are into dudes do the same? They attempt the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I wish them all the best. Wish them all the best, man. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get up out of this mug. You know what I'm saying? Still looking for love? Hey, look, you guys gonna find it. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. All right, you guys. Yo, hope you guys have a great day. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to stay up. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the weirdos weird you out because, you know, they're only hurt people attempt to hurt people. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to have a nice night, man. You guys are awesome. Turn up. Men are easier to handle than women sometimes.
You know what?
I know. He said it. No. What? Damn it. Poor. That's just trauma. Yep, I gotta get dressed real quick.